This program contains dramatic reenactments and material that may be disturbing to some audience members. Viewer discretion is advised.
Detectives went back to Ivan's brother Alex to talk to him and his wife about the statement he'd given them. They were stunned at what they were told.
Alex's wife, and then Alex, came out and said, "Oh, by the way, Ivan gave us this backpack."
The backpack belonged to Simone Schmidl, the killer's third victim. No one knows why Alex Milat told police about it. Then came the breakthrough the police had been hoping for. They discovered that someone the killer had attacked was still alive. 5 months after he had called the hotline, Paul Onion's statement was found. The police realized the attack on Paul fitted everything they knew about their suspect. Paul could be the only person able to identify the backpacker killer.
Oh yeah, this is Paul. Well, the backpacker killers. I made a statement months ago.
We then had several contacts with him and arranged for British police to interview him. We were convinced that he was genuine, that he had quite a bit of detail to offer, and he was brought out to Australia, and he positively identified Ivan.
At 6:30 a.m. on May 22, 1994, armed police surrounded the home of Ivan Milat in a Sydney suburb. The only solid case against him was the abduction of Paul Onions, but arresting him would give the police a chance to dig deeper into the life of Ivan Milat. They hoped to prove that he was the backpacker killer.
Get out on the ground! Get down on the ground! Do it! Do it now!
With Milat under arrest, the search for evidence began.
We started finding property from the moment we opened the door to his house. To say we were surprised and somewhat stunned was to understate the situation. I certainly couldn't believe that we were finding the amount of property that we were finding.
They found Simone Schmidl's tent, Deborah Everest's sleeping bag, and more camping equipment in the garage. Milat was led away. The police tore the house apart. They found firearms, ammunition, a large hunting knife, and a sword. Hidden in a wall cavity was a plastic bag. It was one of the most important finds.
When the bag was opened, I couldn't have been more excited. In that bag was a complete breech bolt assembly, a complete trigger assembly, and an aftermarket magazine for a Ruger 10-22 rifle.
The breech bolt held the key to the murders of Gabor Neugebauer and Caroline Clark. In July 1996, Ivan Milat was convicted of the murder of all 7 backpackers. Police believe he has killed more.
There's no doubt in my mind that there are another 3 or 4 murders that he is responsible for. There are reasonable grounds to suspect that. There is certainly not enough evidence to prosecute him.
He has never confessed, and no one will know for sure why he killed.
I guess the only clue we've got really is that all these attacks appear to have occurred when he wasn't in a stable relationship. Now, by stable relationship, I mean a relationship where he was in control, and once he lost that control in a relationship, I would suggest that he tried to find that control through other means, and the other means were the abduction and killing of victims.